I remember I told a prison guard this. I said, I will never put myself in a situation where somebody is dumber than me is telling me what to do.
There can be a lot of recidivism, which is
Mhm.
not what you fell into. Like you, as I said at the beginning, you just you remade yourself. Was it a
Mhm.
desire to be in the Bitcoin space, or was educating on Bitcoin the first thing you happened upon, or was it just kind of one of these things that it had transformed your life so much that you couldn't not talk about it?
Well, I say this: the first thing, like what kept me on that, non-recidivism path was that I would truly rather die than go back to prison. Like
Hmm.
it'd almost be a blessing. Like that's why I committed myself to never going back to prison. I couldn't do it. I'm not saying it was terrible or it was a bad experience or that I was fighting for my life every day, but I remember I told a prison guard this. I said, I will never put myself in a situation where somebody is dumber than me is telling me what to do. Like
Hmm.
that was hell to me. So it was that. But then uh it did transform my life. And like in my boxing coach says, you learn things faster when you teach other people. So um I really wanted to get the information out to people the correct way, number one. Number two, I did a lot of digging and I realized nobody in the world really knew much about Bitcoin at that point in time. Like we were still at less than 1% of the global population. So I knew I had a leg up. I knew if I educated myself enough that people would, that my record wouldn't be an issue. It would just now be, who has the best information, who has the best knowledge, who can convey the message the best. So it was a first mover's advantage scenario. And then like the very first thing I did was I remember in 2016, 17-ish, I found out where all the Bitcoin ATMs were in Charlotte. And one of my friends, he would be like, man, Justin, could you go buy some Bitcoin for me? How can I buy Bitcoin? And I'm like, well, I knew the exchange rate at the ATM. So I said, well, if you want $100, just send me 120 and I'll send it to you. So he gave me $100. I drove like 10 minutes up the street, sent him the Bitcoin, kept my gas fee, I guess. And I realized then, like, not only is it spreading knowledge of something, but it could make sense for a business, but also it's not a business where I felt like I'm taking more. Like I'm actually what you would provide me in like say a currency, you'll receive way more knowledge. So I felt like, whoever I do educate, that they will be, if they took it serious, that they will be receiving more value than I would.
Hey, it's Amy. Click over here to subscribe, click over here for more content, and we'll see you next time.